And it's just alleviated that in my head to be able to get on with normal life, and that feels fabulous. Hello Mounjaro Munchers! Welcome to my channel Mounjaro Memoirs. My name's Lauren and I'm so happy to have you here. Welcome! So this today is my first ever YouTube video. Huzzah! And the reason I've decided to start a YouTube channel and start documenting this journey is because I've had a lot of people invested in this community on other platforms, and I thought it would be brilliant to bring it to YouTube as well, just to make sure if anyone needed any advice or support, that there was a community and a place for people to go to where they felt supported, they could get some tips and tricks along the way, and we can all share this fabulous journey together, of which I'm very, very excited to do. So yes, without further ado, let me introduce you to my Mounjaro memoir so far. So I have been on Mounjaro now for 6 weeks. Really? It's been that long? 6 weeks I've been on Mounjaro. So far I've lost 24 pounds. I always say, do not compare your weight loss with anybody else, because everybody starts at a different place and everyone has different reasons for that as well. So, of which I will explain a little bit later. But yes, first of all, what I would love for you to do, if a Mounjaro journey is something that you're interested in learning a little bit more about, please do subscribe, hit the notification bell, ring-a-ding-ding, all that stuff would be wonderful. Thank you very, very, very much. But I'll also say right now, at this point, if Mounjaro isn't for you, and if all you'd like to do is say how it's not a good thing, then this platform I love is not for you. And I'd love you very much just to move along by, so that we can have a safe, happy space to talk about this. Thank you very much. I've been on Mounjaro, as I've said, for 6 weeks now, lost 24 pounds in that time. And previous to that, I did lose 4.5 stone by myself as well. But in December last year, that's just gone, I did feel like I needed a bit more of a push because my weight started to creep up and up again. And I could see myself getting back into those habits that was going to get me back to that place where I was of 19.5 stone. And I didn't want that. No, thank you. Not for me. Thank you very much. So this is why I've decided to go on Mounjaro. And it wasn't a quick decision. It was a decision that took months in the making, took an awful lot of research from me, an awful lot of looking of various providers, which I will do a separate video of who I've gone with for my provider as well, for further information, and a lot of mental preparation to make sure this was the right thing, speaking to the people involved in my life that matter and who this kind of decision would impact, and getting them on board with me. And I'll tell you, the only regret that I have got is that I didn't do this sooner. Honestly, that Mounjaro sat in my fridge for 3 weeks saying, Lauren, I'm the one behind the cream eggs. So I do wish I'd started it sooner. But all of that was part of my mental preparation to start it myself. It was full of more research, more understanding of what it might mean to be on it, preparing for potential side effects, of which, by the way, sometimes people have none whatsoever, and getting myself to a place really, really ready for it, of which I was, and I'm so glad I took all of those steps. So I still am currently on the 2.5 milligram, and as I'm sure many of you will know, you're allowed to stay on a certain milligram for 1 month before you can then increase. So everyone starts on 2.5 milligrams, of which I'm still currently on. My aim is to stay on 2.5 milligrams for as long as I possibly can. And when things like that food noise come back, I will then decide to switch my sites as well, of which I'm injecting. So at the moment I do it in my lower tummy, and I switch sides every now and again. And if that food noise was to come back, I will then alternate those places. Some of you might be thinking, what is food noise? What is food noise? I describe it as kind of that hunt for food, that want for food all the time, that obsession with it, whether it's in a good way or bad way. You know, you can be consuming food and you're already thinking about, what on earth am I going to have for tea? Or you can be eating your tea and thinking, what sweet little treat have I got for afters? So there's so much more to it than that. It is much more complex, and it is quite difficult to explain for someone that doesn't understand it. Now, again, just to be clear, Mounjaro is a GLP-1 medication that has been approved for weight loss in the UK, and has been an amazing tool for me to achieve weight loss at the point where I haven't done since I was 15 years old. And it's just alleviated that in my head to be able to get on with normal life, and that feels fabulous. and it's something I want to continue with for now. So how have I found my 6 weeks so far? I hear you say. So far, week number 1 was where I had the most side effects. Now, I didn't take any additional supplements on week 1 at all. I just wanted to see how it felt. I wanted to really listen to my body. So again, week 1, 2.5, I do that on a Saturday between 9 and 10 in the morning. A lot of people actually take it in the evening because it does allow them to sleep off any side effects at all. But for me, a Saturday, I don't ever really have anything crazy planned. I'm boring, aren't I? For me, that's absolutely fine. But pick a day and a time that suits you. And as I say, that first week, the biggest things I felt was a lot of coldness. I felt a lot of fatigue and tiredness. And they were the main 2 things. Oh, and I did have quite a few episodes of the squiddly dits, a run down the sloppy slopes, the heebie-jeebies of the bumweaves. I had all of that going on. And I was fine with that because I didn't want the opposite. I did not want the strainisons, the heaves. I didn't want to get constipation at all. So for me, that was fine. And I think what helped towards that for me was drinking a lot of water. So on my week 2, that diarrhea, the coldness and the tiredness did alleviate completely for me in a good way. And I did start taking some supplements to help me with that as well. And again, I can write those supplements down below. And I've found they've helped ever since. Other than that, haven't really had any other side effects at all. I had slight nausea maybe on week 3 for an hour maybe, and it passed. I had a peppermint tea. Peppermint tea has been my queen to help anything like nausea, and just to generally settle that tummy down has been really, really helpful. So that's really me in a nutshell. And I'd love it if you're on a similar journey or you're thinking about a similar journey to subscribe to me, to follow along, to comment about your experiences and your journeys. I still love learning from everyone else around me as well. So I will be uploading lots more videos, lots more tips, lots more tricks, lots of updates about how I've got on along the way as well. And I have put in the captions as well below the other platforms that you can follow me on as well, which would be much, much appreciated. And I look forward to speaking to you very, very soon. Goodbye, Mounjaro Munchers.